Then we were even living in a church. My mom could only afford to pay my school fees. Then I just got there. I didn't have a bed. I didn't have anything. So me going to school was like a very big deal for me. I was like, thank God. I'm going to go to school. So I'll even have a future. I'll save my family. I got to school. Mom was like, Tobi, I can only pay your school fees. I was like, it's okay. Don't worry. Just put me there. I'll figure it out. What do you think is the problem here? Mom and I just sat down and talked about it. Because a lot of my friends, like Tunde, all these guys, like they lost money. They talked to us about it. Some of them, like they had these people that were good. They went to zero. Like they didn't have anything. Like they were suffering basically. Like after the whole crash. This is deep. Like what do we do about it? Like what can we do about it? So we helped. Of course, like we gave our friends like what we could afford to give them. And then Mo and I were just sitting there, and I was like, why don't we just build like something that people would not be able to lose their funds on?
Hi there, my name is Peace, and you're welcome to another episode of Founders Connect. On this show, we tell stories of African innovators and operators, people who are building and leading fantastic products that are impacting millions of lives across Africa. On today's episode, we're having a conversation with Tobi Asu-Johnson. Tobi is the co-founder and CEO of Zap Africa. It's one of the leading cryptocurrency products in Nigeria today, helping over 50,000 users to transact crypto very seamlessly. The core of the product is how people can have control of their finances and never lose their money. That's a very tall order, and today we're going to learn everything that we can about Tobi, but also the mindset and the challenges and the lesson that he has had building Zap. Make sure you stay and watch this video to the end. Peace.
Tell me, how would you describe Tobi in 3 words?
Describe Tobi. Very energetic, very, very restless, and very consistent. I don't believe in giving up. So that's what, yeah.
Tell me a bit about the energetic and restless. How does it show up?
So like, I'm an idea guy, right? That's what my guys like to say. Tobi's an idea guy. And when I come up with an idea, I don't find peace till I execute it. I don't find like rest. I can't sleep. I want to just do it immediately and see the outcome, just like get the result, right? And it kind of makes me very energetic. Oh, let's do this. Let's say like I get an idea, and like Zap, for example. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't rest. I had to call everybody I knew that could play a role. Oh, let's do this together. And I feel like that's one of my major traits. Like I don't find peace till I bring that idea to life and see the outcome. If it fails, it's okay, but at least I know I tried.
Yeah, makes sense. What was your childhood like? Tell me a bit about your background.
My background, it's not really the best, but I had it really hard. Grew up in Lagos. Was born in Lagos, of course. Grew up with my parents. I mean, a good period of time with my parents till I was in like JS1. Then my mom and dad got divorced, so I lived with my mom. Single mom, 3 kids, only boy, elder sister and younger sister. So I was middle kid. So I was forced to debate a lot with my sisters. We had it really hard, most especially like JS1, JS2. Things were like really, really tough. My mom, her business wasn't really great because she never really worked a 9 to 5. We really struggled to like eat, to find a place to stay. We had to stay with family. And like, I feel like that's one of the things that made me as determined as like I am today. It was a really hard childhood because I got to see how life was when like you're not able to make ends meet, and like I got to see it at a really young age. So I feel like that was one of the things that really motivated me to like want to do something with my life. I went to Gloryland College and Princeton. That was secondary school, and secondary school I realized that I needed to also support my mom, because in secondary school, like no one is really thinking about that. Everyone's like, oh, do my assignments, go to school, go home, enjoy life, you know. But like for me, like when I was supposed to be in class, because I was a pretty good student, but I wasn't like so serious, so I never used to come first. I would be like top 3, second, third, I was good, but I knew that if I was really focused, I would be at least first, because I knew I had it in me, right? But I was always distracted with like problems from home, so I used to zone out a lot in class. And what would I be thinking about? Okay, how do I support my mom? How can I help my mom? So when like when I started like thinking about business ideas, I had this PlayStation, and this was like how I started my first business because it was in like GS3. I had this PlayStation in class, and my neighbor had a PlayStation, like a small PSP. So I was like, I enjoy playing game with my friend, right? So maybe if I take this to school after exam, other people would like to play game in class because I mean you can't bring your whole TV to school, right? So I said, okay, I spoke to my neighbor, give me a PSP. I won't take it to school. I'll make people play games and they'll pay us, and I'll share the profit with you. He was like, is that possible? I said, don't worry, just give me, let's try it. So he gave me his PlayStation. I charged it overnight, took the chargers to school. This was like first day after exam. I can't forget because during break, I just told my friend, bro, I have the PlayStation. If you and this guy want to play, I'll just charge you guys 200 naira. He was like, that's too much now. Why would I charge them 200 naira? I was like, okay, how much do you have? He said he'll pay 70 naira. I said, okay, pay 100 naira and tell your guy to pay 100 naira. You guys can play the game for 30 minutes. 2 matches, 15 minutes per match. I was like, okay. And I gave them, next thing, everybody just came to class and was like, where do you guys see this PSP? So it's Tobi's own, he brought it and we paid him 100 naira to play. Everyone's like, Tobi, let me play now, me too, I want to play. Next thing, I'm like 2,500 naira. I was like, wow, this is crazy. Okay, I made like 3,000 that day. I gave my friend, I didn't tell him how much I made, of course. I'm a smart guy now. So I just went home, I gave him 500. He was like, 500 naira for one day. I was like, yeah, bro, like, I'm making money. Do you want me to take it to school? I was like, bro, don't give me my gaming, just take the money. I was like, okay, awesome. Then we did it for like a few weeks. We made a lot of money. It was a lot of money, like for a kid that was in secondary school. We had a lot of money, me and my first business partner. So I eventually got in trouble though. And like, got his principal, like, this boy that's always owing school fees, you're even bringing games to come and play in the class, you're not serious. Those kind of things, I just got in trouble. And after that, I was like, okay, I got some money. I gave my mom, like, mommy, take this. I made some money doing business in school. She was like, is it from that thing that they almost suspended you for? I said, yes, mom, but I have to help you. She was like, it's okay. Then that was like my first business and like how I was in like school, because like I was always just business oriented and business minded, right? Then I moved to uni.
What uni did you do?
Federal University of Abeokuta.
Okay.
Uni was really nice because I met this my friend. Then I just got there. I didn't have a bed. I didn't have anything. My mom could only afford to pay my school fees because like then we were living in a church, right? So me going to school was like a very big deal for me. I was like, thank God. I'm going to go to school so I'll even have a future. I'll save my family. So I got to school. Mom was like, Tobi, I can only pay your school fees. I was like, it's okay. Don't worry. Just put me there. I'll figure it out. Then like I moved. I was staying with one of my friends, Latif. So Latif, like, how did I even meet Latif? I was filling my A to G form. Then, like, when you come to my school, then they will let you stay in the school hostel. The first students that register who gets school hostel for, I think, like, a month. Like, you don't have to pay anything until, like, the semester really starts. You fill your A to G form. Basically, like, because they let, like, what do they call us then? The, like, 100 level students, basically. They will let us come to school earlier than the rest of the school so we can settle in and do all our registration. So during this period, it's called A to G form. I was doing my A to G form. Then I met Latif. I was like, Latif, what's up, bro? We're just talking. He was feeling, he was in 200 level, but he came with someone to fill their A to G form. So we just got talking. I was helping his friend fill the A to G form. And we were just talking, and I was like, I'm Tobi, this. He was like, oh yeah, I'm Latif. I met his friend. We all introduced, told each other our names and said hello. And I helped his friend with the A to G form. Then he was like, oh, this guy is very nice. Come meet my hostel now. Let's just go. We're gonna eat something. Or this guy being nice. Okay, let's go. I went to his house. I was like, I said, yeah, in 200 level. He said, yeah, he's in 200 level. Why is your room looking like this? Like, you're looking like you figured a lot of things out. He was like, he's into crypto. I was like, what's crypto? He was like, he explained it to me. And like, this was like 2017, 2016, thereabouts. Then, this was like, then last month I just became friends, right? I was like, bro, after this 1 month, I don't even know where I'm going to stay. Bro, like, if it's possible, because we already became friends after like 2 weeks. Can I just squat in your room for like, let's say 1 month and I'll just figure out myself? He was like, yeah, no problem. Figure it out. That's like 1 month on to 1 year. I was staying with Latif. Latif was like, but he was really nice to me. He was such a good friend. Shout out Latif. He used to give me money to school self. Like, he was like my dad. So he would give me 1,000 naira if I'm going to school. So one day I was like, I can't just collecting 1,000 naira. Like, I'm believing like this is not sustainable. Let me just ask him for some information. I was like, okay, Latif, please teach me something, because at this point, I'm going to die, or I'm going to live off you for the rest of my life. So he was like, okay, you know what? He's going to teach me how to like change gift cards and stuff. That he does it. I was like, okay, but how do I get people to give me the gift card? He said, you can't tell them now that you trade with you. I was like, okay, no wahala. So he taught me how to do it. Then later on, he taught me how to like trade cryptocurrency to Naira, how to buy and sell. He had these Chinese guys that he used to trade with on WhatsApp. So I was like, okay, this is not bad. A few months in, it was okay. Then I was not really stacking up like crypto or anything. I just used to make it to just eat, right? This period, like this was like 2018. Bitcoin went up to like 20K. Latif was just sweating. I said, what happened? He was like, bro, I have a lot of Bitcoin. I just went up to 20K. I was like, how did it go up? Like, explain the whole, like, I didn't really understand. I just know, okay, I'll send it to this guy. He'll send me Naira and we'll sell it. So he was like, the money just went up and like, he doesn't even understand. Like, it's a lot that he wants to sell some and keep some and hold some. That's when I really understood that, oh, wow, this asset, like, really appreciates, like, it can really appreciate over time. This is crazy. Okay. I need to actually try and start because this is a new use case. So I just said, okay, no problem. I continued my own journey. And like, I just used to continue trading for guys. And I just said, okay, I'm going to start keeping my own coins, saving my own coins. Just, you know, I wasn't really serious with uni because I was just trying to survive in school. Like, I mean, I was studying computer science, right? And like, I never like really wanted to work for anybody. I wanted to just build something that I could use to save my family. Like, that was always my plan, like, oh, help my mom, because my mom was always at the top of my mind, like, mommy, I need to help my mom because it's my sisters, they are home, everybody's just like problems. And just being the only boy, and I was basically my mom's husband, right? So like, I was just thinking about the family constantly. But I mean, I didn't fail in school. Like, I did pretty good. But I continued doing my business. And
So throughout university, you basically just kind of like traded crypto.
yeah, at some point, right? Because there's something called bull and bear markets. So there are periods where market is down. So I traded crypto most of the time, right? But at some point I started selling jerseys because there was one time like crypto really crashed and everybody just stopped believing in it, and it was really bad. Like, people were not really trading like before. I was like, what's going on? Am I going to go back to square one? I was like, okay, I'll just sell jerseys. So I sold jerseys for like a few months. And I'm not really feeling the profits from this because, I mean, I started trading crypto. So like the profits, I could make like 10,000 naira in a day, 5,000 naira, 20,000 naira some days. So it was, to me, it was a lot of money. So like, I just focused on trading crypto, right? So I built my own network of people that used to trade with me. Like, constantly, I was just getting my own customers, and like everybody knew, oh, Tobi's crypto. If you want to do crypto, ask Tobi. If you want to learn about crypto, talk to Tobi. If you want to trade crypto, gift cards, talk to Tobi. So like, it was not until like 300 level, no, 400 level. This was like my final year.
It's like 2020, 2019 now?
Yeah, like this was 2021. Yeah, 2021. crypto market boomed. It was really crazy. So like, I was really excited, of course. I was happy. We bought coins, made money. It was good. But then I went back to Lagos because I was in FNAB most of the time. I went back to Lagos. Then I met Moore. Moore's my co-founder. Moore and I have been friends like since we were really young, right? So it's not like I was meeting him for the first time, but I just met up with him like, hey bro, what have you been up to now? Because we were really, really close when we were young. We used to do everything together. And like, we used to build stuff together. We just spent a lot of time together, Sha. And when I went back, I was like, what have you been up to now? He was like, oh, he was going to Goldman Sachs. I was like, oh, wow, bro, Goldman Sachs. Ah, you are rich now. He was like, yeah, even bought a car then. I was like, well, you're hot. And he was like, what have you been up to? I was like, oh, man, I'm just on crypto. I have like a small business I do. I trade, make some money. I was like, oh, that's great, that's great. And he said he was going to work on crypto. I was like, okay, come and see this thing. Or tell me if you like the idea, because he sometimes in his spare time he used to do forex and stock and all those things. So he knew about me. I didn't really pay any attention to that. Then he was like, okay, he's going to check it out. So he started reading when Mo wants to read. He will read everything. So like, he read over, he was like, bro, this is looking like some really crazy stuff. Like I didn't understand, because I used to hear about it a lot, but I didn't really understand it. So he was like, okay. I was like, okay, just pull up to my side and let me show you one or two things that you can actually do, right? He was like, okay, no problem. Then I just showed him Bitcoin, BNB, Ethereum. He was like, oh wow, like these are the chains, like this Ethereum is me. I thought it was going to go up. Like I really believed in Ethereum then. And like, he also like said, okay, no problem. Like he was going to really like start putting some money, even if it's 100K, he was going to test it, put some money into it. Then I basically like bought like my own thing, and like I made more money. He also made money, like not a lot, but I told him like, bro, this thing that we're doing, like I feel like we can like really turn into something big, right? But he wasn't like really keen on it. So he just used to do it in his spare time. So what happened that really changed everything was, like, I don't know if you know Celsius, FTX, like Patricia, like all these exchanges went down. I was like, this crazy. Like a lot of people lost money. My friends, FTX, a lot of them put their money on FTX, like Solana, all these people, like, what's going on? Like, why did they suffer? And it didn't affect us because like we never used to use centralized exchanges, right? So I was like, why is everybody keeping their money with somebody? Because to me, like, it didn't really make sense. Because like the whole idea of crypto was to like be in control, like have control over your own financial destiny, your own life. So I thought that was the goal. So I never really cared about centralized exchange. Like I saw it as like the same thing as a bank, right? So I was like, okay, what do you think is the problem here? Mo and I just sat down and talked about it. Because a lot of my friends, like Tunde, all these guys, like they lost money, they talked to us about it. Some of them, like these were people that were good. Like they went to zero, like they didn't have anything, like they were suffering basically like after the whole crash. And I was like, Omo, this is deep, like what do we do about it? Like what can we do about it? So we helped, of course, like we gave our friends like what we could afford to give them. And then more and I were just sitting down, I was like, why don't we just build like something that people would not be able to lose their funds on? He was like, okay, it's not a bad idea, but we need to like think about it. I was like, okay, how about we start with an exchange? Because most of the reasons why people put their money in all these exchanges were because like they wanted to trade their money to Naira, they wanted to trade their money to whatever currency it is that they felt like they needed at that particular point in time, right? That's because when I spoke to them, okay, why do you put your money there? How am I going to trade it to Naira? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm not just going to leave my money in my wallet now, like, of course. And like, they just lost it all because they put it in a centralized. Okay, cool. Let's build something. It doesn't have to be crazy. An MVP. If you want to convert your money to Naira, you can convert it, but you don't have to put it like in a centralized exchange, in a place where you can lose it if anything happens to the company. So you put your money, you're with your own money, right? And you send the money where you are, when you are ready to trade it, to the platform and you get your Naira immediately. So it's like a trustless system. You don't have to worry about like, oh.
So you guys don't hold anybody's money?
No, we don't. Like that was the whole point of like Zap, like to make sure that no one ever really loses their money because they want to trade cryptocurrencies or because they want a platform where they can trade their currencies. And I said, okay, you know what? Let's do it. Let's build it. And yeah, that was just how we just started it.
When did Zap launch?
We Zap officially launched like 2022.
Okay.
Like 2022 December, we started everything. We started working on the UI. We started building. I called my friends. Oh, my friend was a designer. I called him. More called his own friends too. Oh, hey guys, this is what we want to do. We're a lot of guys that started Zap.
So like how many people?
We're like 5 then that we called. Like okay, 5, 6. When I say a lot, like a lot of people that wanted to be on the founding team. We wanted them to have the vision with us. So you guys come and build this thing with us. But we later realized like they were not really as interested as we hoped they would be. Like Mo and I, like we are really energetic and restless. Like I pace. Like there's something I do. Like I can stay in a room and be walking in circles for like 2 hours when I have an idea because I'm that restless. Like I can't sit down. So like we talked to our friends. Okay, let's start this whole thing.
So when you guys started as 6 people, did you now end up like? Did the other people end up leaving? Or?
Yeah, like they actually just said like they didn't want to do it full time, and like Mo and I like we really wanted to build something that was actually going to like be useful to the people in Africa, like to everyone in Africa, not just even Nigeria. And like we just felt like they weren't giving us like the right energy. So Mo and I just decided, okay, you know what? It's okay. It's in the end like we just wanted people to come on the journey with us, but it seemed like a lot of people were not going to like be as interested as we were in it, right? So we decided to just do it on our own. Then I went to meet up with Benjamin. Benjamin's like CEO of Platnova. I was like, Benjamin, like, see what me I want to do. Like, what do you think about it? He was like, oh, it's a good idea that we should just start. Like, that's just what he would advise. I'm like, oh, we started already, started doing this. We're like, okay, you know what? If you have any issue, just call me. Let me know. I can give you guys advice. Like, anytime you guys really need.
And he's
it.
one of your investors.
Yeah. So Benjamin basically like, he started around. He was like, okay, you know what? I know you guys say you're serious, but I'll help you guys get the VASP. I was like, okay, because we are licensed in Europe. He was like, I'll help you guys. My connects will sort out the VASP. So from there, you guys just get guys on the table. We'll meet with them together and we'll talk to them together. Let's see what they can do. And we're like, okay, no problem. So yeah, that's how we got the VASP. And like we reached out to like some friends. I reached out to some of my friends. I know that they were doing good. They were working with like these Asian companies, so they were making a lot of money. I was like, bro, what do you guys think about this? He was like, it's not bad. But like I should just start trying to you see that like they will see how it's going in the end. Because a lot of people don't want to put money into ideas. Like they want to see like stuff that is actually working and see that you actually want to do. Because I mean, like a lot of companies, a lot of VCs invest, a lot of investors invest in companies, and everybody just eats the money and just runs away, right? So like they wanted to see like actual like proof that these guys actually meant business, right? And like when everything was like getting really serious, I told them more like, if you two are really serious about it, like we have to like 100% do this.
So did Mo quit Goldman Sachs to do
He
that?
quit Goldman Sachs. I was like, quit Goldman Sachs. Even me that I was his co-founder, I was like, bro, like if this doesn't work, I'm going to feel guilty because like you had everything that you would want, right? And like you decided to give that up to take this risk.
What has been the biggest challenges in doing Zap in the last 2 years now?
Last 2 years, regulations, easy. Like people don't trust crypto first of all, and like the government, everyone is against crypto. Like so, like getting licenses, getting like partners for payouts, like it's really difficult. Like it will take you a while.
How have you guys navigated it?
First of all, like I said, like Benjamin helped us with the VASP. So when we had the VASP, like there was trust. Like people said, oh, they're licensed in Europe. Okay, great. So yeah, we would work with you guys. Like whenever we just came out with the license, like everyone was like, okay, you know what? Let's give them a chance. If they're licensed in Europe, we'll give them a chance. And yeah, people gave us a chance. Like after meeting, like of course, several people. Some people said no, but we got 1 or 2 yeses, and that was all we needed to like get started in the game.
That makes sense. And aside regulations, has there been other like serious challenges that you like?
Yeah,
That maybe like have made you rethink your life if you actually want to be a startup founder?
there was one time, I'll say this problem, building the right team. There was one time Mo and I were so frustrated with everybody in the company. We were in Chigo then. We sat down on the floor that day and we were crying. I'm not even, I'm speaking literally. Like, we cried because I was like, what is this? Because I never really expected it to be this hard. I knew it was going to be hard, but working with people, because the company is basically made up of people. Like, the difference between the best companies in the world today and the worst companies are the people in the company. So getting the right people, that's like almost 90% of the job. Like, if you can get the right people, good, kind people, it's not a technical skill thing. Me and Mo and I say soft skills. Like, if you don't have the right soft skills, technical skills don't matter because it won't be of any use to us, right? So like, building the right team, because when we started 2022, like the staff we got, like it was a very shaky start, and like we didn't have the right team. With just fixing things, but at least we started, right? So it wasn't so bad, but there were so many things that were missing, and it was just the people. But when we were able to find the people, I was happy to show up every day. Even though you have to show up every day if you're happy or not, but there's an excitement. I know I'm going to work with these guys today, and they give me that energy that, okay, we would actually get through it. Like, yeah, like, so I'll say, yeah, the people, very important.
That makes sense. And what has been like the milestone? So like after license, how is Zap doing today?
I mean,
especially with all the losses that's happened in the industry with other platforms.
Yeah, like surprisingly, like I've seen miracles happen, like in Zap, like a lot of times. I feel like a lot of big wins that we had, like, was first marketing campaign that we did. I've never seen anything like that before, like, I mean, till this year. But the first marketing campaign was really great because we were able to get like our first, like, in like a month, 2 months actually, we had like our first 10,000 customers. And I was like, and Ashmosi posted us that night, right? And like, I didn't expect it to be that because we already had like marketing stuff going on. Wisdom posted, Egungun, like different influencers were posting. Ashmosi posted us and it was a different thing entirely. Like, over 1.5 million views. We gained like 7,000 followers from High Alone. Like, I mean, 7,000 customers from High Alone. I was like, wow, okay, this is serious. Mo was like, bro, we need to look at the system because everything is really shaking. Like, a lot of people are hopping on the platform. Like, what do we do? I was like, okay, just calm down. And we sorted it out, and like we were able to like upgrade the servers and everything was back to normal. And like we were good, right? Then like 3 months after, I was just sitting down, we're doing our books, and like, I just realized that, wait, we've already transacted over 2 billion. Like, this is 3 months after the launch. Like, what's going on? Like, I thought people said crypto was dead. And it was really crazy because when we started, everyone said crypto is dead. Oh, why you want to build a platform that trades crypto? Like, everybody has done that. Everybody has done crypto. Crypto is like a lot of things in the beginning. So when we test, that's why in life, like, you don't just listen to what people say. You go and find out by yourself, right? And only for us to like start 3 months in, we've transacted over 2 billion.
And that's Naira.
Yeah, 2 billion Naira, like, on the platform. And I was like, okay, wow. Okay, maybe we stand a very good chance. Let's get active. And like, I feel like that was one of the points that made me really realize that this is like going to be really big because we're not up to a year and like we've already gone this far. A lot of startups, like, they find it really hard to get to that point really early.
Yeah,
and we're able
like rapid growth.
Very rapid.
So what does your numbers look like right now?
We're talking like 20 billion that we've already.
Like in total transaction volume?
Just on the app. Like, I don't want to disclose OTC because it's crazy. But like, yeah, we've done like 20 billion Naira.
And how many users?
We have 50,000 plus customers now.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's why you're looking like...
Yeah, Yeah, like we're doing okay.
What does the future look like for Zap? I know, especially after like Benjamin helped you guys raise like that your pre-seed. Are you guys looking to ever raise? Because most crypto companies feels like nah, we don't want to like raise VC money. I guess
We raise, like we definitely are going to raise. Like we are in talks with like a lot of companies, private equity companies, most especially that we are in talks with, and yeah, we are definitely going to be raising like seed. It's going to be big.
It's going to be nice.
what does the future look like? If you're going to conceptualize your vision for what Zap would be in 5 years, what does that really look like?
Zap is going to be like a whole ecosystem of crypto products where like you can spend your crypto in real life. You can be in complete control of your assets. We have our wallet out now, the non-custodial wallet. Talking about Zap Pro. Zap Pro is like the platform for professional traders to actually come and like leverage spots and like do all sorts of trading on Zap as well. And like, yeah, just basically taking Africa to the future with digital finance.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you're going to break that down a little bit in terms of like, you know, the kind of company you want to be, like the people, the culture, the scale of the impact itself, not just the product. Like, how would you describe
like
that?
Coinbase of Africa, like that's what we are going to be. It's going to happen.
That's your pitch. Convoys for Africa.
That makes sense. What's the one thing that you want people to know about you or to take away from your interview?
You don't need to start perfect. Like, just start. It might be shaky. You don't need a perfect product. You don't need the perfect idea. You don't brainstorm like the results. You execute and you try and you fix things. Then you get to the result.
That's a very solid one. That's actually very solid. You don't brainstorm the result. You kind of execute your way in there. That makes sense. Final question for you, right? If you think about, I think one of the interesting things about being like a founder is you're this person today and you have an idea. But then when you go through like the trenches of startup and, you know, you start, your dreams are different. Like before you start building a company and then when you start building a company, you start building a team. When you're CEO, it's even worse because like you're leading the team, your vision, everybody's looking to you for like direction, everything. I feel like it sometimes makes people a bit different. Like you just see yourself in a different light and you're able to like, you know, grow into, you know, the kind of person that can actually build that kind of company, even if you were not like that before. Has that been your experience? Like how would you say Tobi has grown or changed from how I was in 2020 to being co-founder CEO of a company in 2025?
Well, like I feel like I had to definitely become a different person. Like this is like when we started like Zap, more and I realized that I don't know how to explain it, but we didn't have enough mental models to run the company. So I was like, I had to change myself completely. Like start reading a lot of books, start watching a lot of videos of how founders think. Like I had to rebuild myself, become very disciplined, go to the gym every day. Okay, I'm going to say I'm going to do this and I must do it. Like I had to become a brand new person. So yes, I feel like building Zap definitely, it changed my life. Like being a founder changed everything about, like I don't recognize myself sometimes. I look at my old videos and I'm like, wow, I'm so different now. And like, it's all thanks to that because trying to build a product would make you have to rebuild yourself first. Like, so before you can build something that would change the world or would change like your environment. So yeah.
Makes sense. How's your mom now and your sisters?
She's chilling. She's chilling. Everybody's good. My sister is here as well, so she's.
Are you still friends with Latif?
Yeah, of course. We send each other memes every day and just we just laugh about stuff.
Makes sense. Tobi, it's been nice to get to know you like much deeply. Do you have any final words for our viewers?
We're taking Zap. We're taking Africa to the future. Yeah, that's it. Just watch it. It's gonna happen.
Awesome. Thank you.
I think my favorite thing from what Tobi said was two things, actually. One, just hearing his story about how the drive to provide for his mom and support his mom led him down this route from school to having a conversation with friends to building this community that help with thousands of life. It kind of just reminds me how, people are built differently, and the tiny things that you start doing or start thinking about as a child or just start exploring can become these very big things that you have no idea would be. And for some people, it's big products, and big dreams, but it's just that innate motivation that nobody else can actually match or imitate. I think the second thing that really shocked me was that, you cannot brainstorm results. You can brainstorm ideas and you can think, but what really gets you to results and traction is actually executing and having the right people. I think that's such a brilliant thing, because sometimes you get lost in, oh my God, I need to do, and I need to think, and I have the most creative ideas. But if you actually never take a step and execute, there's never going to be any results. To actually meet your dreams, you have to actually do. I think that was fantastic. I hope you learned something. I also enjoyed hearing Tobi's story. If you haven't checked out Zap Africa in Nigeria, you should definitely do that after watching this video. But hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.